So new low this morning, weighed myself for the first time in a week. I was about 212 pounds. So this is coming off being sick. I was sick for about 4 or 5 days there. Haven't had an appetite today either. I had a protein shake and it's already past noon. So I'm gonna do a back workout as well this morning, and I'll just put some B-roll over just to show you guys how I'm kind of leaning out. Lost about 12, 13 pounds so far, because I told you started around 225, 226. But just a little bit about this space. Starting out this video, this is gonna be one of the last videos at this warehouse. We're cleaning down everything by the beginning of next week. So Monday, I believe Nick already coordinated a company to pretty much move everything. So at first we were just gonna have a company move the gym equipment and everything like that. Now I think they're gonna even move all the pallets, all the industrial shelving, everything that has to do with that. So really the only thing we'll probably have to do as everyone's moving everything is just gonna be tearing out the floor. So that part kind of sucks, but it's not gonna be honestly that much flooring because we already tore over half of it when we just did like the product expansion throughout the last 2 years. So it's a bittersweet moment. Been here for 2.5 years. I still remember the first day we were able to come into the space. I remember maybe I'll find the clip, but the weights getting dropped off in crates. Remember we had the weights getting dropped off in crates and we weren't even technically allowed to be in here yet, like moving stuff in. So we got them dropped off in the front of the building and I had to walk in with like each dumbbell up to the 150 pounds. It's gonna be the entire gym, and we'll honestly be able to probably add equipment as we go if we ever need to. And here right now, this is kind of a space where you can do a lot with, but it's probably gonna be like a hangout room. You could do something like a cardio room, but we'll probably just keep it like a hangout room, like ping pong, couches, things like that. So that's what we're thinking. This is what it looks like when dumbbells get delivered. We have 5 to 50s, 55 to 100s. On the bottom we have the heavy ones, 105 to 150s, and then the racks down here. But it's not, I thought it was gonna be a lot more, like more on the pallets and stuff like that. It's just heavy as hell right now, so I don't even have a pair of scissors. I gotta go get some scissors and get these in before 5. 5 should be easy. So far we have the 5s to the 100s, still need the 105s to the 150s, which is gonna be the hardest part, but it hasn't been bad so far, but these are gonna be a struggle. Now all we have left is the 130s to 150s. And it was just a crazy time because everything was so new. It was just exciting and everything. So this new warehouse is gonna be exciting as well, just something different, you know, more space, more things to do, more room for activity. But yeah, that's what we're amped up for. Now we should be getting a new product in today. That truck should be arriving any minute.
You were a kid.
Yeah.
And, don't hurt yourself.
Oh, I know, right? We want that, man.
Oh, you just park in there anywhere you want.
Athlete Nick Athlete Nick Kumulatasos. That's what I usually say. Kumulatasos. Nick K is going to do the honors and show you guys the new product. New product alert.
I was just gonna punch.
Not a new flavor or anything, a whole new category.
You ready?
We're ready. Ooh, Bear Burn. First ever fat burning supplement.
So the good thing about this product is a lot of fat burners on the market are just bullshit ingredients, a lot of stimulants, just get you jacked up, energy, feeling jittery, and that's it. We're gonna go over the science and a lot of social media platforms for Bear Burn, but just to give you an example, like one of these ingredients, Capsimax, 100 milligrams per serving. In clinical studies, in research, it's shown that if you just take 100 milligrams of Capsimax alone and just sit all day, that ingredient in your body will burn, I think it's like 116 calories at a 100 milligram dose. So Bear Burn science is coming soon.
Yeah, so most companies are gonna make their fat burners, a lot of their capsules, extremely cheap. Us, on the other hand, this probably costs us 3 times more than your average fat burning, you know, if a company's coming out with one. We put a lot into this. Obviously no proprietary blends or anything like that. Still gonna make it at an affordable price, gonna have it on our site and Amazon. So I think it's just going to be something good to add. A lot of people always ask for that. And, you know, InFocus did have some thermogenic capabilities, but really the main purpose of it and the way we market it is a nootropic, is a focus product. So now we kind of have this fat burner to, you know, add to the line, have a capsule. Haven't had any capsules, so that's just going to be a good addition. Let's go check out the new warehouse. Get my skateboard ride for the day. So I don't take this up to full speed anymore because about 2 weeks ago when Chase Tuning and Zach Kravitz were here, went down to get the mail. I was just real confident on this, always taking it up to high speed around the business park. And when I was going, I was literally just going straight, did a complete just 90-degree turn on me. Lost the mail, went flying, arm was all cut up. It's getting better now, but I don't know if I trust myself as much anymore on this, or I don't trust the skateboard as much anymore, so keep it a little bit more safe now. So right behind me, you'll see all the new ones, all the units right there going all the way down to the line. They're all the exact same dimensions. I think every single one of them is 9,300 square feet. So yeah, it's gonna be an upgrade from 6,300 to about 9,300, something like that. I forget what the exact dimensions were, but higher ceilings, better lighting. It's gonna be LED lighting, loading docks, which will make it super easy and convenient. We'll have a loading dock now, so we'll receive protein and everything like that. That's gonna be cool. So, and the move's not gonna be that bad. Here's the new building. Last building was, you can see it, and my apartment right across the street. So convenient for me too. And then you can see what's going on right now. That's like the final piece. They're just paving the road. So once it's paved, the city can do all the approvals and we can finally start moving stuff in. So we'll be the first client to start moving inventory in. We can still ship out of our current warehouse for a couple weeks and it'll just be an easy transition. So not super easy, but I mean, it should be somewhat smooth. So here we are again, probably the third time since I got this car, and it just decides not to start. So yesterday, tried to start the car. It was in mid-start and just completely shut off. So I think just ever since I got it, there's been a lot of issues with like the electrical system, because I've gotten it checked out before. Mobile mechanics around here, they'll come around, just like tighten some things, whatever needs, like quick fixes that when they like become loose or anything like that, it disables the whole electrical system and then the car doesn't start. So got to figure out what happened to it again and try to get this started because it ain't moving. So I don't want to say I got screwed on this car, but maybe I did. So the truck might have to come before too long. That's a nice thing about living right next to the warehouse though. You can just walk to work. I'm gonna get some lunch here now. I'm almost fasted, just had a whey protein shake this morning. So who do you want to drive? Who's driving?
You drive.
I'll drive. Except I can't because the car won't start.
Still doesn't start?
No.
It's been 3 days.
My mobile mechanic that I've been using, I called him and he says, hello? I was like, Alex, it's me, Preston. He's like, hey, I'm not a mechanic anymore. So I gotta find someone else. This song always comes on right when probably the last 3 times. Song of the South by Alabama. Woo! You don't know the words.
Song of the South.
Song
my new
Song
hat.
of the North.
Show my hat.
What's the Song of the North version?
Bass Pro, baby. Well,
Potato pie, baby, in my mouth.
what you put it in your mouth?
Song of the North. Amish country in pecan pie. Can I just do 3 Chick-fil-A sandwiches?
Alright, just by themselves.
Yep, that works. So I'm trying to cut weight. Usually that's not what I'm going to eat day to day. But since the last 5 days, I've been eating maybe 2,000 calories a day. I just haven't had any hunger or anything like that. I got to get extra calories in with me, so I'm going to eat that fried chicken instead of the grilled chicken.
Yep, that's it.
Thank you.
Cool, thank you so much.
Woo! 3 of these bad boys, and I can go a Chick-fil-A sauce on each of these. So like I said though, I like keeping it clean, especially for lunch. I'll always do usually just chicken, rice, basmati rice, chicken thighs, maybe some ketchup or some light honey mustard, and then yeah, just have a lower fat meal. But I couldn't eat anything this past weekend, even went for all you can eat sushi, only ate 3 rolls because I was trying to get calories in. So just pretty deprived by that now. So I'm just trying to get a bunch of calories in today. Don't want to lose weight too fast because then you'll lose some muscle. So I got to just get these in. Be a great lunch. So for the last hour or two, I've been YouTubing on how to fix this G37 Infiniti. It's not getting anywhere. It's definitely not starting. I'm not the best with cars, but I got screwed with this one. There's usually an issue every 2 months with it. Just a bad buy on my end. So we're gonna go look at some trucks.
5-day, 4-night magical Orlando getaway, which includes your accommodation.
Take your 5-day, 4-night vacation and shove it up your ass.
So I gotta ask in the comments, what's your usual response when you hear this? I'm sure everyone's gotten this one. So first stop is Nissan. This is the Titan.
Yeah.
Diesel.
It's a diesel, turbo diesel.
Probably gonna go to 2 or 3 different places. Just everything's right in this area of Round Rock, just within the same like mile, 6 or 7 dealerships. So
I used to have a Titan.
Check out all
I had a
these.
Titan. I love that truck.
that was the only truck I ever. That's what I drove when I first came down to Texas because I didn't have a car. Left mine at home, so I drove the truck, his Titan truck. I like that a lot, and that's all I need, like something like that.
What do you think about this?
I like this. So just got to decide which color we're going to test drive, the black and chrome or the gray one. So the gray one has some upgrades, tires. You said the light or the front lights.
Yeah.
So that one probably looks better. If we were to move forward on one of the Nissans, it would probably be that one over the black and chrome. But might be on that truck life. Never owned a truck. Never owned a truck before. Owned 2 cars. 2 cars and that's it. The goal was to pay off that G37 Infiniti. I just don't think I can keep going with that one. And then does it say how many miles are on?
So they're not going to provide it. Like on
Okay.
the sticker, they're not going to provide it. It really just depends on how you drive.
Are there any miles in the vehicle?
There is, it'll say right there, not a lot. And if there's miles on the vehicle, it's either from like transferring
Yeah.
or test drives.
So not the best experience there. The saleswoman didn't really know too much.
That's a letdown. That's like
You could have the
they had
sale.
an opportunity to have a sale and sell a vehicle, but she left us out there. She didn't know anything about the vehicle. She didn't know anything about the trucks. She couldn't answer any of our questions.
Maybe she was new. Still though, I mean, if you're out there by yourself, you should at least know. Like we were even asking like the prices of certain vehicles and the gas mileage on the truck I was test driving. No clue what the gas mileage was. There was really no point. It was probably better to kind of just look at the information when you looked at all the trucks. So yeah, it was such a different experience when we were at Chevrolet yesterday. The sales guy knew everything, all the questions, a little bit more personal. So on to where next, Toyota?
We'll go in here. We'll go and see what they have.
All right, so most likely going with the Tundra. Just got to get the Infiniti fixed by Friday. Frustrating as can be today. Car's still not starting, so gonna have to tow it over to the place I usually go to in Round Rock. So we'll give it one more go. Nick hasn't really been out here to help me out yet, so he's gonna try to mess around with this stuff a little to see if we can get this started. Because if not, let's just try to get this started.
Based off my calculations, it looks like we have an electronic fuse problem here in the battery box. So I'm literally just going to remove the fuses, put them back in, and see what we got.
Ready? I was so pissed earlier. I didn't think, because when this thing locks up, you can't even put it in neutral. Like it's just the whole frickin' electrical system in this car. So let's dump the Infiniti. Tomorrow we'll get the truck, as long as I can just straight up trade this in. They take my car payment, and then we'll get the Toyota Tundra. So that's what we're gonna do.
I just want to mention that Preston has not had a vehicle for the past 48 to 72 hours. And I let him work on this for the last 48 to 72 hours on his own. Figuring out he's a grown man. But eventually, Big Brother has to get involved and fix this problem in a matter of 2 minutes.
That's
what I'm
I
talking
usually
about,
fix the
baby.
issues with this. This time around, you literally just like frickin' hit it. That's the thing about this car. If something comes a little loose, the whole car is disabled. So I know I used to vouch about this and hey, I don't want a car payment, but over time this is gonna cost me just more than actually, compared to buying a new truck, this is gonna cost me more, just the constant repairs and all this crap. So if I can get this deal where they can take the car payment, just forget it, take it straight up, get the new car, that'll be ideal. So this is gonna be a good deal. I'll have to slash out of this. I'll have to remember this one. You know, first time buying experience was not a good one. Scrambled to get a car down here. Almost got I was telling him when we were looking at trucks, almost got like a new Camaro or something like that. It was like this tiny Camaro that would have, especially at the time we were like running packages over, probably wouldn't have fit any packages because we weren't even getting like pickups and stuff. So yeah, you live and you learn. Now it's time for a truck.